Hello, my name is Tony and I am a student here at Catch the Fire School of Ministry. I want to chat to you guys today about my experience before I came to the school. I grew up in a Christian home with an amazing family and I went to church all of my life, but my real battle was with my self-worth and struggling with self-hate. So when I came to the school, I still struggled with the way I looked, especially when I was growing up. I got bullied for that quite a lot, different features and things like that. Kids in school can be very mean, as I'm sure you all know. And I used to compare myself all the time. I had so many beautiful friends. My sister was beautiful. My parents and my sister and brother all had blue eyes and mine were different. So I just always felt odd and not necessarily good enough. And then we had this incredible speaker called Rick Durazio, and he came into the school and did a whole week on identity. And this is something I never really shared with people. This is what I believed about myself, because as a Christian, I kind of knew it was a wrong thought to have, what we call in the school an ungodly belief. And I also used to get really angry at people if they called me beautiful, because I thought they were lying. So I didn't want to say, oh, I feel really ugly, and then they say, oh, you're beautiful, because it would just make me mad. So it was kind of like a little secret of mine. And then on one of the days, he did an activity, and we had to publicly share in front of everyone our biggest ungodly belief. So our biggest thing that we struggled with, that either people spoke over us or things that were wrong that we believed about ourselves. So mine was the word ugly, but I was terrified. I was basically hyperventilating over the thought of saying this out loud. And we had to write it down and go up to the camera on Zoom and share it. And I kind of just broke down and I said ugly. And in that moment, I know that something just broke, because it being this thing that my whole life I had struggled with and I didn't want anyone to know. And then it was like my dirty secret was out there. And Rick was amazing and dealt with it very well, and he got us to write new beliefs over ourselves. Okay, what do you believe? What do you want your new belief to be? What do you want to step into? So I really felt that I had to say beautiful and free, because all my life I feel like I've been trapped in this self-hate and comparison, and it's something that I just felt completely trapped in and full of shame. So I put beautiful and free, and then was completely cringing at myself, saying, oh, I'm beautiful and free. And we all had to say our new beliefs out loud. But every day I've been trying to declare that over myself, which is what we're encouraged to do, and to know that the more I do it, one day I'm actually gonna believe it fully 100% with no shadow of a doubt. Even about 10 years ago, I spoke to my sister and I was so excited, and I called her up and I said, you'll never guess what, I've got a plan. I'm gonna have this surgery, I'm gonna dye my hair blonde, I'm gonna get blue contacts, I'm gonna look like a totally different person. And she said, Tony, that is so sad. You are changing who you are. And the problem is, I've had an issue with God that he created the wrong person and that he made mistakes along the way. And I actually built up this anger against him, like, why would you do this? Or why would you create this? And why can't I look like that? But I've come to realize there is only one me and there is only one you. And I feel encouraged that actually I want to love myself. And my brother messaged me yesterday and said, one of his little boys said to his brother, oh, you look like Auntie Tony. And I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And it reminded me of a revelation I had back years ago, that if I hate myself, if I hate the way I look, if I hate the way I act, what if I was to have children and would see those traits in them, like I want to love them. And it really challenged me. And even being in the school, since being in the school, so many people have complimented my eye colour, and I always thought, oh, they're not blue, they're just boring, I've got small beady eyes, that's what someone said over me before. And someone even compared them to Jesus's eyes in the Bible when it says he's got flames in his eyes, which is amazing because when I was younger, someone told me I had demon eyes because they looked like they had red in them. But now I realise, yeah, I might not have my mum or my dad's blue eyes, but I do have Jesus's eyes, and I've inherited those, and that's something I'm massively proud of, and I am genuinely believing that I am beautiful. And I have so much grace and love for everyone else. When I see that they are so beautiful, why don't I share the same love for myself? And even in the school, I didn't dare leave my room without makeup, not even to get my breakfast early in the morning, because I was scared someone was going to see me and think I was so ugly and tired. And I love makeup. I used to be a makeup artist, so I still think that's a great thing. But it was the fact that I was consumed with fear that no one can see me. And I really felt challenged by God to stop wearing makeup. And I remember not wearing makeup one day, and one of my friends came and sat next to me and started speaking with me, and I thought, why is he talking to me? Like, I'm so ugly, I don't have any makeup on. And in that moment I realised, like, Tony, what are you thinking? How can you think that someone wouldn't be a friend to you because you're not wearing makeup? So I feel like I've come so far because actually I care way less what people think. Like, I know from now on, because of the breakthrough I have, it doesn't matter what people do or do not say, but I know who I am and I know who I've been created to be. So I hope that encourages you guys, and just know that you are beautiful too.